Hey everybody, so channel update. I'm going to be changing my focus around a little bit. I'm not going to be looking at the picks and clicks of Revit or some of the basic commands in Revit or Navisworks. I think I've covered a lot in Navisworks that there's not really much more that I need to in that software. There's definitely plenty of things that I could expand on. I know I never looked at the quantification portion of Navisworks. So there is some items in there, but I'm wanting to reshift my focus to, still BIM related topics. So everything's going to be in the BIM realm. It's going to be related to BIM, but I want to be more focused on data. I want to, more focused on retrieving that data from Revit, retrieving it from Navisworks, retrieving it from other design platforms, and then also documentation or even, tools like Vision and things like that. So, and then with that data, I want to leverage it for visualization. So we can start to get insights and how maybe the different information relates to one another. And then from there, take it into machine learning. So maybe predicting, if a project's going to be, profitable based off of some of the inputs that we give the machine learning model. And within that data, I also want to focus on cleaning the data, prepping the data. What inputs are important? Asking looking at the questions that we have to ask. When we're working with data, like, is this input important to what we want to achieve out of it? Things like that. Really starting from acquiring data, where we're going to store it, what are we going to do with it, building a business intelligent, dashboard, building, and then, eventually taking that information into machine learning, and then building a graphical interface that will relay that information to a user that then can just put in some values and then get a prediction out of that. And then finally, automation. So we're not going to strictly be focused in Dynamo or Python in Dynamo. What we're going to look at is Python for scripting, and that's outside of Revit. And then also inside of Revit with Dynamo, we're going to look at that. We're going to look at building some scripts and executables and then pulling that information back into Revit and creating a button. And then I'll also be focused on Dynamo, but I want to focus strictly on things that I come across, like maybe during the work week or something I create during the work week, and not necessarily things that I'm creating based off of recommendations. If I have a conversation with somebody from my job that says, "Hey, this is this is what we're doing," I see that and I say, okay, that's something we can definitely automate. So let's go ahead and get that. And then what I'll do is I'll take either a portion of it or the whole thing and kind of talk about that on my channel. But the main focus is definitely going to be data, machine learning, Python, automation, and with Python. And then, holistically, this is all going to be BIM related. So hopefully you really like the channel and the direction it's going. Definitely let me know if you have any recommendations on things you want to hear me talk about, or things you just want to see happen. If you are not subscribed already, definitely subscribe to the channel. Like this video if you do like it, and leave a comment if you have any questions, or you can definitely reach out to me directly. But I appreciate your time, and I'll see you in the next one.